Hey Pisces, thanks for reaching out and checking out your weekly forecast for January 3rd through the 9th. Happy New Year. This is going to be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to connect here and see what messages are coming up. And we're going to see what we need to know as we're coming into this week ahead. Keep in mind, you might come across this video outside of the dates I mentioned. That's just fine. You're going to find it whenever you are meant to find it, whenever the messages in it are meant for you. So keep in mind it's a general reading. Not every single reading is going to resonate. Not every single message is going to resonate. But take the ones that do and leave the ones that don't. So without further ado here, my dears, let's see what's coming up for Pisces. So the first card that's coming up is the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is very feisty energy, okay? She's the life of the party. She's very successful. She's very ambitious. She's very confident. There's an element here with the Queen of Wands that comes up with entrepreneurship, pursuing your passions. And some of you have heard me say that the Queen of Wands tends to come up when you're very angry about a situation. If I'm not mistaken, this card may have come up for you last week. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like it came up for you recently, or it's been coming up for you a lot lately. It's not surprising. You guys have been having this reoccurring theme of like feistiness. And feistiness is a good way to explain the Queen of Wands. She realizes what she brings to the table. She realizes what she has to offer. She realizes people are benefiting from her and she's not getting a fair exchange back. So she decides she's not settling anymore. And you're going out and you're getting better opportunities. You're reaching for higher level work, higher pay, because you know that you deserve it. Another way I feel the Queen of Wands coming up here for Pisces in the coming week, which is a little bit different than the way I've been feeling it for you guys the last few times it came up. I feel like you're... some people might be like kind of teasing you or joking with you that you seem like such a loose cannon lately. I feel like you're saying things that you normally would never say, but you don't even care. You're just spitting it out. You're just telling it like it is. You're just like, you don't have fear, right? Maybe you're calling people out, or you're a little bit more sarcastic or a little bit more snarky. I feel like you have the confidence and the courage to say things that typically you would never say. Some of you are realizing that you have a very funny, sarcastic sense of humor that nobody saw coming. But you have it and it's there. So for some reason, I feel the Queen of Wands is coming up around the energy of what you're saying. What you're saying, how you are approaching situations. You're speaking your mind. You're saying your true opinion. You're not sugarcoating anything. You're not editing anything. I just feel like you're just letting it fly out of your mouth. And people are like, whoa, is this Pisces? Like who are you lately, right? It kind of makes me think of like the Snickers commercials when like somebody's hungry and they turn into like, this loudmouth person, or they turn into this really bold personality. People are like, when did that happen? Like, when did you become this person? But it's just you having the confidence to be more the person you always were. In the past, you didn't say it, but you thought it. And now you're just saying it. Like if you think it, you're just saying it. The next card that's coming up here is the Nine of Swords. So maybe some of you are struggling with a little bit of guilt about this true you, about saying it like it is, about doing the things that you want to do. Some of you maybe are feeling a little bit like you're wanting to put yourself out there in terms of dating, and maybe you're worried that people are looking at you like you're walking away from a good relationship, or you're walking away from stability, and you're being a bit of a lush. You're being a bit of like a promiscuous person. Some of you are worried about how people are viewing you or what they're saying about you as you're coming into this fiery, free-spirited, feisty energy. But the Nine of Swords also tells us a lot of our fears have not really happened. They're more in our head, and they might not happen at all. But I feel that you're blaming yourself, you're criticizing yourself, you're worried that people are looking at you like you're this bad person, or like you're some kind of a little trollop over here, as you're expressing yourself or being more true to yourself. Maybe you grew up in a very conservative environment. Maybe you grew up in a very conservative culture or religion, and you kind of feel like you are really turning away what the expectations are of you. And so some of you might be struggling with this. Other ones of you are feeling bad about being honest and being truthful. Like you're telling it like it is. It's just flying out of your mouth. But you're like, I wish I could go back to the old me, to the old Pisces, to where, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. But you're finding it very difficult to do that. And I feel like you're speaking your truth, and then you're immediately regretting it. You're immediately shrinking back. I wish I didn't say that. I wish I didn't do that. You're feeling very guilty. But you shouldn't feel guilty, because you're supposed to speak your truth. You're supposed to be honest. And for some of you, maybe it's coming as like very strong or harsh, but it's because you've been holding on to it for so long. Your next card here is the Lover's card. And this could be Gemini energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini. If you have a Gemini placement, there can be big changes happening for you in that area of your life or in those houses. That can definitely be a part of it for some of you. You may be having to make a big decision about which direction you want to go in. But when the tarot was first put together, the 6th major arcana card was not always called the Lovers. Some decks called it the Choice. Some decks called it the Decision. Some decks called it the Sacrifice. And the Lovers card comes up when we have to ask ourselves, what do we really want? What are our priorities? What is really what we value? What is more important for us? What are our non-negotiables? What are our deal breakers? What do we want, and what are we willing to do to get it? So some of you are chasing your ambitions, but you're struggling and you're feeling this guilt like you're letting people down. By living your authenticity, by living your truth, by going after these ambitions, you're letting other people down. And some of you are really struggling with this. Like I'm letting them down. I'm not, being a nice person. I'm not being a good person. I'm being selfish. But the fact that the Lover's card is coming up here, it's a major arcana card. So the major arcana cards come up to tell us, honey, you're meant to do this. This is what you're meant to learn. This is what you're meant to master. To make a decision. To make a choice. Because it's in this lifetime that you're meant to figure out what is important to you. What do you value? What are your deal breakers? What are your non-negotiables? We have to live in our truth. Until we live in our truth, we're gonna attract really lousy opportunities and really fake people. And some of you Pisces are like, oh my gosh, that explains a lot, because I keep coming across these fake people and I'm done with it. And Spirit is saying, if you're really done with it and you're tired of fake people, you have to start living your truth. Even if that means you feel like you're letting somebody else down, or you're not doing what they expected of you. But this is the choice and the decision that you're having to make coming into this Lover's energy. The next card you have here is the Three of Cups. Three of Cups can be engagements, right? Birth announcements, good news, celebrations. That could definitely be energy that some of you are stepping into or manifesting. But the Three of Cups also comes in with the energy of finding a like-minded group of people, finding your community, finding your soul tribe. It can be very positive, very high vibrational feminine energies who are coming in to bring about healing, to encourage you, to encourage one another, to raise each other up. So there could be the healing of what I sometimes refer to as the feminine wound. Maybe you had a very critical mother. Maybe she behaved more like a jealous sibling than a parent, or she wasn't emotionally available or emotionally present, or maybe she wasn't even physically present, right? Maybe you didn't get that nurturing energy and there's a little bit of a void and you have a hard time receiving as a result. And this Three of Cups energy is coming in to heal that wound, to heal that void, and to help you to open up to receive and to be around this high vibrational feminine energy. You may need to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those might resonate more for you than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. Don't forget to check out the love readings for January and the 2022 12-month forecasts. Both of those are linked in the description of this video. And if you would like to schedule a private reading with me, you can do so by going to calendly.com/amethystangelite. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I'm wishing you a wonderful week ahead. Once again, I'm wishing you a very happy new year, a very happy 2022. Take care, Pisces. Be well.